Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to discuss birthday number 4, which is a very, very understated number that I want to make sure I go over in quite some detail today. So birthday number 4 is represented by what we would call in the Western society as Uranus, whatever. And then you get Rahu, which is the more popular planetary influence. So Rahu is the north node of the moon. The north node of the moon is what eclipses the moon pretty much. It causes a very, very sudden change. 4 is it's a very interesting number in the sense that people view it as destructive. It has a fiery element to it, very hot-headed. If I give you guys a good example, we're in 2020 right now, which is a 4 year. We've had coronavirus, we've had the whole Black Lives Matter thing happen. We have random things just happening across the world that has really changed the world for, I'm not going to say better, to say it's made things worse. We've had an economic collapse as well. So what we're seeing here, guys, is pretty much the fall of a nation, and that's America right now. I'm not going to get too much into politics and all that stuff as well. I mean, you could say China, Russia, they're all going through it. The whole world is pretty much just going upside down. And I'm not going to get into politics. We're here to talk about numerology, but this does relate to numerology a lot. A lot of numerologists actually predicted that 2020 would bring forth something like this. In Chinese numerology, the 4 literally means death. That's the symbol for it. Does that mean death of a person, like who you are physically? No, but it means spiritually and mentally who you are may die to bring forth something new and something even better. So I'm never going to give 4 a negative connotation. It just all depends on the way in which you describe the number 4 and from what belief system you're getting your explanations from. I'm somebody who likes to give forth the universal definitions, more so than being biased towards one side or the other. All right? So let's get going with this. Number 4 is a very reliable number, very committed, the foundation of things. It brings what we have in our mental scheme down to a physical scheme. Very, very intellectual number, able to memorize and regurgitate anything. People that are born on the number 4 specifically usually have very, very high IQs. They have genius level IQ. They're very similar to 3s in the sense that they can be disciplined and committed. Number 3 is a little more on the creative element and very military in their sense of discipline, whereas number 4 is more about following processes and being patient. So number 4 is an ideal employee. I'm not saying that number 4s will not own their own business. They more than definitely can. But the thing is, number 4s, the people that are born on this number, typically end up just working for an organization because of their lack of creativity. They don't want to think outside the box. They want to think about criterias and formulas, and they want to think in that sort of sense of being inside that box and then mastering what's inside the box. Okay? So the positive elements of it, like I said, it has Rahu, so very, very, very powerful number and a very powerful planetary influence. Rahu can give number 4s a lot of ability to memorize things, like I said, high IQ. They can easily achieve fame as well because they're so competent, and they're always reliable in their family structure. If you have a child or a parent that is number 4 dominated, at least for their birthday, they're going to be somebody that you can rely upon to hold their job, that you can rely upon to just come through financially as well, for the most part. Am I saying that number 4s, there's no way they could be incompetent? They definitely can. There is number 4s that are very pragmatic as well and do follow their aspirations and may land themselves in some trouble. If you do have a birthday number 4 as well, please watch out for family issues. Number 4 and number 8 are rife with issues, meaning from the get-go, you guys always end up having some issues in regards to family and friends. So definitely watch out for those 2 elements because they could be your detriment. My solution for that would just be to look at numerology like a cheat code. If you know you're born into a number 4 vibration, then just look at it like, okay, I'm born into a vibration that is offering me a bit of a problem in the game, because I look at life like a game. So it's giving me a problem in the game that, okay, my family may not be the best, my friends may not be the most trustworthy, and I'm a very reliable and committed person. So with that being said, I can be cooperative but also be pragmatic. I can understand where people, what they want from me, and I can give it to them, but I also have to take some things back. So use Rahu's power of pragmatism and use it to your advantage. And if it's to other people's detriment, I'm going to tell you straight, do it. Because you need to step on others to get ahead at times. You have to go up the ladder slowly and progressively. You having that power is one of the most powerful numbers. I say number 1s are very dynamic, 3s, 4s, you get, and then 8s. Those numbers specifically are numbers that they demand a lot from life and they demand quality over quantity. And that's the thing. Number 4 is there. Your whole problem is that you guys do not believe in yourselves to the way that number 8s will. Number 8s will go to court, they'll go to jail, come out, do all this other stuff, and then they'll be successful because they don't care. They naturally just don't care about what the problem is that they're having in their life. They'll just overcome it and they'll just smash right through it. They don't care about what's happening. And number 4 will more so care about the rules and the statistics, and that's where your weakness lies. To overcome this weakness, you need to simply look at life more like a game, analyze it in the way in which your analytical mind definitely could, and then overcome it using your own processes, not other people's. Figure out your own. Develop a system for your life, and you will overcome. Speaking more about the ideology of Rahu, though, Rahu is considered to be an evil entity along with Ketu, which is represented by the number 7, which we'll be getting to in the next few days. But I believe that the number 4 is definitely a very powerful number, and that Rahu gives the number 4s a lot of creative capabilities that they're not really idealizing and actually using. You have to actualize your powers. You got to look at it like, okay, I have a birth number of 4, so hence that means that my mind state, my brain vibrates at that frequency of the 4. If your brain vibrates at the frequency of the 4, that means that you can make any plan to get whatever you want. That's why I haven't really discussed careers in regards to 4s. I say you can either work for people or you can work for yourself. This number gives, in my opinion, a lot of diversification in the sense that you can do whatever you want, because you can be the best employee at a company and be happy with it, but you can also be the president of the country and be happy with it. So that's the thing. You need to decide what you actually want in life, and this would go for anybody, but specifically with the number 4 born. Decide what you want in life and then take it. You have that energy to take it. You cause eclipses, meaning you cause a change in what the natural order of things are. You bring forth new processes, new scientific research, new ways of doing things. Once you understand that, you are the cousin of number 1. Number 1 and 4 are highly related. Number 4, I'd say, is literally the dark side to number 1. Number 1's the bright figure. Everybody looks at it like number 1 wants to be the leader. Number 4 is like the black sheep in the family. Looked at a little bit differently, but everybody knows that they're reliable. Look at yourself like that, analyze where your mind is, and start developing structures to then overcome the challenges that the 4 has presented for you, because through those challenges is where your success lies. All right? So if you guys have any questions about the number 4 at all, please let me know. Aside from that, like, subscribe, holla at me. Thank you.